Call the office at 572-0383 or 572-0215. Rev-Up St. Lucia, the alpha of radio.
Hi, this is Lotus. Join me every Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Rev-Up St. Lucia for Unrestricted. What we don't talk about, what we should talk about, and what we will be talking about. Don't forget to join me every Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Rev-Up St. Lucia for Unrestricted.
It's now time to bring you Unrestricted, hosted by the beautiful Lotus. Lotus, a very good morning to you.
Good morning, Andre. Good morning. The way you say
So
beautiful
funny.
Lotus.
I suspect
you looked at me.
I suspect you like that.
I like that. Yes, of course. Why not? Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Good morning to Radioland and X and YouTube and Facebook.
And I like the way you take a compliment. You give a big smile.
How you mean, Andrew?
I like it.
Compliments are nice.
Make it easy to pay you a compliment. Some people make it difficult.
Okay, Andrew, don't talk about it too much. Then I'll start to blush.
I wouldn't mind.
But thank you, Andrew.
You're welcome.
You know, this morning, before I jump into the show, I wanted to wish one of the nicest set of twins that I've ever met. Mm-hmm. In my life. I went to school with them. They were in a higher form than I was, but I thought that I was grown, so I was always around the higher forms. Mm-hmm. Jean and Jeanette.
I figure that.
Jean and Jeanette, it's their birthday today. It's the best month, October. I'm a Scorpion. They're Libras. And I wanted to say happy birthday to them. May you enjoy your day. I hope that you would have a fabulous time together. And I know that you're listening. They are fans of the show, and I'm really appreciative. Such nice people. You know, sometimes we think that the world don't have really nice people, but you know, yes, they are very lovely people. So happy birthday to Jean and Jeanette.
I'm closer to Jean, actually.
Yeah. Me too.
Yes.
I'm
Jeanette, I see her, but
they're both sweet. Mm-hmm. But Jean is special. I didn't want to separate them, Andre. Why did you do that? But but happy
I just meant
to them.
Jean tends to be, to me, she tends to be the more outgoing one.
Yeah, and Jeanette is a little more reserved.
Right.
Yeah, but I hope that they're gonna have a really good day, and I hope that God gives them many more birthdays to share together.
Indeed. And as I mentioned yesterday, I think Jean celebrated her wedding anniversary the day before.
That's right. Exactly. Happy anniversary as well, Jean. Mm-hmm. Yes, much love. So this morning, I am sure they're going to enjoy the topic. The topic, Andre, is gender specific this morning. So maybe you might not have a lot to say, or maybe you have heard about that. But this morning, I'm going to talk about the cattiness amongst women.
The what?
The cattiness. The women, they say women don't get along. Many women don't support each other. And
they do.
There's a lot of fronts where you see, you know, there's a lot of big rallies or meetings or sister, we come together, we do a lot of things. And women do a lot of things together. Mm-hmm. But amongst them, there's that this discussion I wanted to have, because we don't talk about it, but you hear people say that all the time, that women don't get along. There's a cattiness between them. There's always a few things that's going on, and there's never a real, genuine, you know, women friendship. And it's not all women, obviously. I mean, I love my women. I love my friendships with women. I have really good friendships with women. I have good friendships with guys as well. And for me, my personal experience is that I tend not to separate them in terms of my friendships. So my male friends, I do have really good, like fantastic friendships with them, and my female friends as well. However, in different spheres, and that's what we're going to look at, in different areas, I've found I got along better with men, especially in the corporate environment.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope you helped me change my mind today, because I see women as banding together, right? 99% of the time. The only time women tend to be against each other is when they are rivals.
Yeah. Well, Andre, you're a man, so maybe you don't
I may change my mind today.
You may change your mind, but what it is that society really sort of sets women up to compete with one another, especially in the looks department, That is a big department where women, there's a big competition. Who looks better? Whose waist is slimmer? Who has longer hair?
Despite them always paying compliments to each other, I hear them all the time.
Well,
you look so pretty.
Some of them pay compliments to each other, and some don't. And some of them do it with a very shady behavior. They do it, but they don't do it with a whole heart. Some of them don't do it with a whole heart. So they say, and sometimes insecurities turn into salty shade and ruin perfectly good friendships. So if you don't love yourself, it's hard to love somebody else. So there's cattiness among women is a complex behavior, and it's rooted in a mix of societal pressures, internalized misogyny, and personal insecurities. And these factors can lead to jealousy, competition, and passive-aggressive behavior. So yes, Andre, a lot of women tend to be insecure. And there's always a competition. And you'll see as we go further.
And insecure about what? About around other women?
Around other women, about themselves. You're compared to... So they're always comparing. They're always comparing themselves to others. And then, you know, as we go through, I don't want to jump the gun, you will see the varying areas and the varying dynamics where women compete and women, you know, are very catty with each other. They always kind of waiting to say something bad about another woman if they figure that the woman is probably getting more attention than them, or the woman is maybe prettier than them by their own standards. Sometimes, you know, they tend to throw shade and have that kind of catty behavior. Now, it's not all women, obviously. When we discuss things, it's not all women, but it's enough to garner that sort of discussion. Right? So, Andrea, I want you to share the numbers because I would like my women to call. Men too, because some men maybe have a different experience than you, Andre. You say you found that women are very supportive of each other.
Oh, yes.
And you see that.
I noticed it. I see it. I experienced it.
Okay.
They all band together.
Yeah,
against us.
Well, I have no doubt that some of us do that, but maybe some men might have a different perspective. They might have a different experience. So I definitely want you to share the numbers so our callers can tell us of their experiences.
You can call us and share at fixed line 572-9710, 572-9710, or WhatsApp 287-0971. WhatsApp is 287-0971.
Okay, so when I was doing my research, I just wanted to quote that the research was coming from the Thought Catalog. It's an editorial that offers decisive thinking on culture with a sharp focus on entertainment news, on commentary, mental health, you know, and various topics.
Believe it or not, you have a call already.
I do. Oh, wow. This is, very interesting.
From the diaspora, actually.
Oh, yeah. Good morning.
This is Unrestricted.
Welcome to Unrestricted. Hello. Oh,
okay, the person hung up. Please call back. Call back.
You lost the call?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so...
Okay, we have another call on the fixed line. So let's go there.
Hello?
Yes, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, very, very, very good topic this morning.
Thank you.
Andre, I feel sorry for Andre. Andre said women come together. Andre, let me tell you, a woman's biggest enemy is a woman.
Wow.
At the workplace, worse. If you're expecting promotion from another woman, you're in trouble. Yes. A man will quicker promote a woman than a woman promote a woman. Next, you have a friend. Your girlfriend could have a friend, and you're treating her good. She tries her best to get in bed with you, the man, to break up that relationship. Or start, if she see you out, call your girlfriend and tell your girlfriend, you know, Andre, if I tell you who I saw at the show, Andre's at the show, just to mess up that relationship. Okay? Women are women's worst enemy. And you could say what you want. Men are the ones putting women up all the time. Women fight women every chance they get. Right? Every chance they get. They get jealous of the shoe you wear. They get jealous of the skirt their friend is wearing. Their friend will tell them a secret and they notice their boyfriend keeping them neat and nice. They starting to bad talk that woman. Yes, yeah, nowadays, you know, she have another boyfriend and she's squealing on the friend. Okay, so never, I do not like what is, I do not like Andre. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, okay, buddy?
All right, cuz. All right, okay. Take care. Okay, hold on. You have somebody on the WhatsApp platform.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to Unrestricted.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Paul.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
How you guys?
Good.
Very
What
well.
about you?
All right, doing good. I don't know. I think women are the greatest enemy.
You see that, Andre? Two
Yeah.
men.
Let me bring it home for you. Recently in the news, Mr. Paul, I don't know if you were listening. The permanent secretary of the Ministry of Infrastructure sent home a janitor because she didn't answer her or greet her. Are you aware? Yeah.
No, I wasn't aware of
Okay.
that. Were you, Lotus?
No, I wasn't aware.
I wasn't aware of that one at all.
Do some research. The permanent secretary, you are the highest grade. You're the boss. You really fire a janitor because she didn't answer you?
So where did you hear that, caller?
Oh, it's all in the news, Mr. Paul.
Oh, really?
It's been
I didn't know
reported.
that.
Okay, well,
On other news stations.
I will have to follow up on that one.
Yeah.
But for now, that remains an
And I think
allegation.
it
Huh?
went-
For now.
Yes. And it went before the deputy labor commissioner. He presided over it. He told the permanent secretary, you need to rehire her. You can do your research. And she's still refusing.
But Lotus,
So-
can a permanent secretary fire anybody?
I'm not sure.
I don't think that's how it
I'm not
works.
sure what the orders are.
It doesn't work like that.
Exactly. That's why they say you need to put her. She suspended the lady. Look it up, Mr. Ball. Look it
Okay, all right.
up. And anyone can call and confirm what I'm saying if they are aware. Also, women pay compliments to each other and they don't mean it.
How you know that?
Mr. Paul, I have a lot of female friends. Mr. Paul, when you go to the dance and you DJ, Mr. Paul, you never see a bunch of women just sit down in the corner or standing in a corner and they're watching everybody on the dance floor. That girl does see that not good on her. That girl let her friend come outside like that. Mr. Paul on the dance floor enjoying my money. And that's all I ain't them girls. I said, Mr. That's what y'all come here, no?
maybe
I'm saying, Mr. Paul.
maybe it's because nobody's asking them to dance.
This is when women in line for promotion and the person ahead of them or that they need to go bypass is another female. They block it, the promotion in the corporate world.
Okay.
Luther's can at least attest to that one too. I'm saying women don't like each other. They're their greatest enemy.
Well, thank you so much, caller, for that. We that's what we're trying to discuss.
I have
this
female.
morning.
I have female friends who cry in the workplace. They go to the bathroom and cry, and they call me and say, "The other girls at work so mean to me." Anyways,
Okay,
Thank
caller.
you.
Thank you very much.
I wish Luthers give the answer.
Yep.
I'll listen.
Thank you very
Okay,
much.
thank you.
Let me just give the numbers again.
Yes.
The fixed line is 572 9710. 572 9710. Or you can WhatsApp 287 0971. WhatsApp is 287 0971. Yes.
Okay, so we look at the various factors contributing to that according to the research that I was doing, and I read quite a bit of information on that topic because I didn't want to just speak of one aspect, or I wanted to see if it was just
Sorry to disturb you. You have another
we
call.
have another call.
Mhm.
Good morning, welcome to Unrestricted.
That topic because I didn't want to
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Morning.
Morning.
Yes, morning to Lotus and morning to you, Andre.
Morning.
Morning, Grippy.
Okay, the gentleman who spoke just before me there is not an allegation, Andre. That's a fact. Okay, the young lady. No, I'm telling you, it was all over the news. It was all over.
Oh, that's what you're
It's
talking
a
about.
fact.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if. Yeah, it's a fact.
So what's the fact?
So it's not an allegation.
So what's the fact, Grippy?
The fact is she was dismissed or suspended by the permanent secretary. She was.
Okay.
It's a fact.
And what was the
There's
reason?
no allegation.
And
I could tell you.
what what was the reason?
Because she didn't grip the PS.
That sounds so silly.
Wow.
That sounds so silly.
Yes, I know. Yes, very much so. But I could tell you very much so, Andre. You could go to the bank with that. It's a fact.
Okay.
Yeah?
All right, Grippy.
I will not call the radio station and tell you things I think or I'm not sure. It's a fact because I follow all the programs, all news. It's a fact.
Okay, thank you.
So when the gentleman say women against women, I can tell you it's very much so. Andre, I'll tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know that call center they call it's a call center union.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I know it.
Right. Andre, sometimes I get a load of women because I think almost 98% of the staff there are women.
Mm-hmm.
And you would not believe there's a particular girl I know there very well. And 2 women on my bus was discussing the girl, not knowing that I know the girl. And nothing good. She finishes this, she finishes that. Yeah, so let me tell you, Andre, I not joke, The women are against women like crazy. And when he talk about the promotion, that's not a joke. I know that for a fact because there's a certain friend of mine who was supposed to get a promotion, and they were fighting her down tooth and nail by another female friend,
Mm-hmm.
because there's a lot of jealousy and a lot of envy among women themselves, Why do you think some women tell you they have more men friends than women friends, and they prefer men friends than women friends? Because the women, they talk a lot and they always fight down each other. Yeah, it's a fact, Andre.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. I'm curious to hear what the research shows when you get there.
Well, let me go quickly because people seem to be very interested. I know this is a fantastic topic. I want to hear from my women as well because the men seem to know that, Andre. You alone that don't know that. The societal and cultural factors, as they broke it down into different areas, they're talking about internalized misogyny and limited resources. So they say from a young age, many women are taught to compete with each other rather than support one another. This is often tied to the idea of limited resources such as social status, career opportunities, or romantic partners, which creates a not enough pie mentality, right? So, especially in the corporate world, Andre, many women have to fight for the top spots. And so one of the things you're talking about is internalized misogyny and limited resources cause women to be catty because it seems that there aren't room for all of us. So society actually creates a competitive, and I think it's probably in the past what was there. You will not nowadays. A lot of women, especially in St. Lucia, many women are at the top, but in other societies and many places, it took a long time for many women to make strides in that direction. So one of the things they're saying is the limited resources cause women to really compete with each other. The other thing is restricted channels for aggression. While men are often conditioned to express aggression directly, women are frequently discouraged from showing anger. This social conditioning can lead to indirect aggression, such as gossip, shunning, or backstabbing. And there's the social and, societal and cultural factors, and media portrayal, reality television and other media that feature women in constant conflict and drama can reinforce negative stereotypes of female interactions. So these are just the societal and cultural factors that they're saying. That's why sometimes you find women go against each other because we're always seeing that, another female is against another one. And, so in other words, there's already a preconceived notion that some women have before they even enter, a group of women or they enter some organization or friendship. There's that preconceived notion of competition.
Mm.
I have a call?
Yes, you do.
Hello, good morning.
Friendship. There's that preconceived
Hello?
notion of
Okay, maybe a person probably called by accident.
Okay. Yes, Andre. So These are some of the societal and cultural factors. I don't want to spend too much time on that. So I'll move to the psychological and personal factors. These, I think, a lot of women can relate to, even from, just thinking about it. Insecurity and low self-esteem. Individuals with low self-esteem or who are struggling with insecurities may put others down to feel better about themselves. So this behavior is also known as knocking you down to knock me up. And it can be fueled by jealousy. So jealousy is one of the biggest things I saw around, the research is that there's a lot of... I have a call?
Yes, we do.
Hello, good morning.
It can be fueled by jealousy. So
Good morning.
Good morning.
biggest things I saw around.
Good morning.
Can you turn down the volume of your device, please?
Sure. Good morning.
Yeah, we're getting a
Sorry about
feedback.
that.
Yeah.
Good morning, St. Lucia. Good morning, Lutus.
Good morning.
morning, Andre.
Morning,
How are
Anthony.
you doing this morning?
We're doing very well. What about you?
Oh, I'm brilliant. I thought you would ask. I'm great. I'm above ground. I'm
Okay.
amongst the living. Thank God.
Yes.
Yes, I would like to share my 2 cents on that subject. As always, very interesting. And I know the ladies are keeping back. I think they choose to do that today. So the men are knocking on the doors. That doesn't mean the men are against the women. That's just the way it is. You get a lot of male callers today, and that's what it is. I'm adding to the story now. I think, from my point of view, and most of us, I would say, women just envy each other, and I'll diverge into things. Sometimes it have happened to me when I'm talking to 2 women. Okay, and then another woman is just passing along the sidewalk on the street, and then you'll hear the woman say, you see that woman? I don't like that woman. Huh? The woman that's passing on the sidewalk because she flaunting, she have her backside, she rolling it, and then women, but why you don't like her? Oh, just so she thinks she too much in it. You hate all the time, Lotus, right?
Mm-hmm.
She thinks she too much in it, but she has her backside, she flaunting it because those that don't have flaunting theirs. So why not? So I just see they envy each other, and I don't think it's hate. That word hate, I don't think that's a proper word. Envy. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, of course.
They envy each other because when you hate to kill, and that is not where we're going. You understand? You'll more get men killing each other like they don't value people's lives, but women envy. They like to be like that woman and try and be in their shoes and everything, but they're doing it the wrong way. Now, if I have to detour and make you understand that when it comes to certain things in life, you see, women support women when they want to. For instance, if man and woman are having issues, and then you find that another woman knows that she could assist, she would tell you, listen, my girl, you really want to leave? And then she will assist her when the money's out of the house. She'll help her carry and everything. And even if in the long run their relationship or their friendship don't work, then she will give it to her as a maybe. Oh, when your man had problems, the other man had problems, I help you. She'll throw it back at her. But the women do assist each other when they choose to. But women always envy. And most times or sometimes what you find, women, they're not really giving you the real story. Or for instance, if you have a dress, you dress up and you call your female friends or the one is there in your presence and you ask them, how do I look? They will tell you, okay, you look good. But that doesn't, you yourself don't get the vibe. She don't want to hurt you or make you feel bad. But if you ask a male, I think it's proper. When you ask a male, then they will say, wow, you look, and then you'll get it.
Okay.
You understand? So these things come out really nice. Okay, but as I say, I think you should correct them. It's not a matter of hating women. Women don't hate each other. Now, quickly, I just remember. Let me ask you. Remember, most women does say that all men cheat, right? Let me give you a version. If all men cheat, when women cheat, with who they cheat? With another woman. So if the woman don't give in, there's never cheating in that way. That's the way I see it. Okay?
All right.
You get me?
I think so.
All right.
Okay.
So if all women hold to what they have and they don't give in to the men, the man could say he going and kill something later. It's just that how you going to kill if the woman don't give in.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Anthony. Okay, we have another call, but just quickly, somebody's asking, what is the topic? They didn't quite get the topic.
Oh, the topic is that women don't get along. So we're talking about the cattiness. It's said that women don't get along. And I just wanted to discuss whether or not that's true or it's just a myth that's out there. And the research is showing that no, it's not a myth. It's actually quite a few women that don't get along for varying reasons. So that's what we're exploring.
I notice so far we have only men making
calling.
those comments.
Yes,
All right, let's keep that in mind. We have another call.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Unrestricted. Are you the first female? Welcome.
I am. Morning, Lotus. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
The last caller was right. Women choose to assist each other when it suits them. I've had a friend, one of my best friends. We've been friends for 38 years. That's longer than a lot of marriages, longer than a lot of relationships. We support each other. We raise each other up. I don't have a problem when I see women I don't even know. I compliment them. You look amazing. I love your hair. You know, you did an awesome job today at work. Mind you, a lot of my friends are guys. I feel more comfortable with guys because you know right off the cuff where you stand.
So are you saying since you said right off the cuff, you know where you stand, are you saying there's sort of a pretense that you feel that women have as opposed to men?
Women like to they like to judge because women primarily do not understand the power of the sisterhood.
Yes, okay, I agree.
Which is very sad. Men support each other. They have each other's backs. They hold each other down. Men will go to their graves with each other's secrets. A woman will not do that. I have a core group of best friends. Each best friend plays a different role in my life.
Yeah.
One of these best friends is a guy. We've been best friends for maybe 30, 40 years now. And he's the only guy in the group of girls. And it's cool. But I say this, all of this, women just don't know how to support each other with kindness, with holding space for each other, with just seeing yourself as a sister. And I don't get it a lot of the times when they do this thing where they choose to assist when it suits them. I don't understand that. Because if somebody needs you, they need you. If you're their friend, you're their friend. You should be there for them all the time.
That's right.
But I just wish we would just support each other more and understand the power that we bring to each other when we uplift each other, when we hold each other up, when we counsel each other, when we, you know, we guide each other. Because at the end of the day, there's a saying that says, we're just walking each other home. That's all it is.
Yeah. Thank you. That was really, really nice.
Thank you very much.
You know, I agree with the fact that she said women, we don't understand the power of the sisterhood. But even more so for me, I think women don't understand the power of being a woman. I think being a woman is fantastic, Andre. I know you're a man, you cannot relate. But I think as a woman, once you're a woman, it's a great place to sit. So I don't know what the competition is because we have varying, you know, there's so many flavors, varieties. I just think women should understand the power of the sisterhood and the power of the strength.
I just think that the exceptions to the rule, Lotus.
But there's a lot of envy,
There's exceptions to the rule.
A lot of envy.
Look, she just mentioned she has a friend for 36 years. Okay, so what's been happening all these 36 years? On her, from her and also her friend.
Well, she didn't. Okay? She didn't go deep to make a comparison.
No, but 36 years friendship.
Yes, me too.
She said, "Hold on." She admitted she pays women compliments and so on. She admitted that.
Yeah.
Anyway, you have another call.
Good morning. Welcome to Unrestricted.
Hey, good morning, Lotus. Good morning, Andre.
Good morning
to you, my friend.
Okay, thanks for accepting my call.
You're welcome.
Andre, woman is woman's greatest enemy, and that's a fact.
I don't know how the men seem to know that.
Andre, for a woman to really strive in life to reach the top, you know she get the support of more men than women? That's a fact. And another thing, Andre, adding on that line there, we have had so many political parties. Why with only men? Why we never have a political party with only women? Why? Anywhere in the world. Why? Hello?
Yes,
well, I think it's the trajectory of things. I mean, men have always been the rulers from times immemorial, and I think it's just an evolution. I don't think we cannot have a party that's totally women. I mean, recently I heard a woman call a radio station, and she was so passionate about women coming together and forming a party.
So all the brilliant women we have.
I don't know that we are ready for that in terms of coming together, because that's what we're talking about. Coming together.
Well, we might.
Looking at the insecurities.
We might never be ready.
We might. I mean, I wouldn't say never. But it's something that...
I'm saying that women, for a woman, I say, from the beginning to really make it in life, to really strive in society, she gets the support of more men than women. I don't know. That's something I just don't know why. I don't know why it happened.
And that's what we're talking about.
And especially breaking relationships, I think women is worse for that too, you know. If you see a man and a woman living nice, the man treating his better half nice, a woman will come, I don't know where she come, and she'll always try to take that man from that.
But the woman cannot be the one to take the responsibility for that. I think that's always a cop-out, because, you know, a man is the one partaking in the breakup as well. So how can you you blame a woman for coming into your relationship when you're the one accepting it?
You see the man, you see the woman, your fellow woman is getting it good from her man. Why you want to come in there?
She's coming so the man does not what are you, your hands are broken, like she's forcing herself on you,
and further to that, Lotus, my friend, are you saying that men don't do those things? Men don't try to come between people's relationships and so on?
The women, let me tell you see when Andre, let me tell you see when another woman come to in a man and a woman life, Andre, that dead. But if another man comes, Andre, you might have a little life there. But once you see a woman break a relationship, Andre, that dead.
I cannot agree with a woman breaking a relationship. I cannot agree with that. I cannot agree with anybody breaking a relationship.
I tell you, woman is woman's greatest enemy.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Okay, my friend. Right. And we're saying that's a fact. We have another call, but just a quick note here. Somebody sent me some important information concerning the person that was fired.
Okay.
I was told that it is actually a daily paid worker. So the permanent secretary does have that power.
Okay.
But it's a daily paid worker.
Okay. All
right. But whether or not it's daily paid or full-time paid,
it's the incident. What happened?
Yeah, what
really
happened? If that's the reason, that is really silly. Okay.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Unrestricted. We're talking about women.
I just want to call to say I would love to hear from the women.
Yeah.
The men just keep the line open so that we could ever. See, that's the problem we have with a lot of men. These are the same men that call and tell you, oh, I don't know why the woman leaves me. And because we don't like to listen to the women. Everything they say, the same set of men calling and telling you what the woman thinks. And I would love to hear from the women. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Girls, please call, because the guys are saying that, you know, women are women's worst enemies, and you know, I would like to hear from us, because we are the ones that are in the experience of being, you know, a woman or women.
So Lotus, the saying that it is a rat race, right? You know, you hear about crabs in a barrel and things like that, right?
Yeah.
It's as if everybody clawing at each other, and if somebody's climbing up this corporate ladder, somebody's pulling them down. So what happened? They were referring to women.
Well, the thing about it, Andre, in the research it shows, and I think with my experience, let me just share a little bit. I think there's a lot of competition. Women are very jealous, like somebody said. There's a lot of envy.
So there's no competition among men?
Yeah, I think, of course, men are very competitive,
exactly.
but women do it differently. And that's what we're talking about, because, of course, we are different in gender, right? Women do it differently.
What's different? When you say different?
We do it differently because women are very, very jealous. They're very... there's a silent attack. You walk into
who's more jealous than men?
Well, men are jealous. I'm not saying no, Andre, and how you all display your jealousy is different from how women display.
But at the end of the day, it is jealousy.
But it is, yes, it's the same thing. But we have a lot of it, so that's why we're talking about
a lot.
The women. They
so how you measure
they try
that?
to break. No, I'm not talking. But we're not talking about the men jealousy, Andre. We're talking about the women and whether this is causing a separation in the sisterhood, where women are so jealous, they're so envious of the women, not of a relationship between you and a man, which of course that's another aspect, but they're jealous of each other. So you see a girl, she enters a room, she has a light about her, she's a cheerleader, you're upset that and I think we just don't know how to control or how to manage our emotions concerning these things, because yes, you can feel maybe a little envious or jealous, whatever, but it's how you address that. Is it that you want to focus on yourself to grow a little more, maybe do something a little better, maybe be inspired by that female, as opposed to wanting to attack her because she is bringing more light, or maybe all the men are talking to her and you're upset with her because she's getting all this attention, her waistline is smaller than yours. Very simple, silly things, Andre. And it could go really deep. So you see a woman, you don't want to bond with her. You just don't like her because she's more outspoken, because she's probably prettier. She very simple things, Andre. And the women, if the women would call and tell you, there's a lot of envy, a lot of jealousy. And in the research, it shows that that's one of the biggest things. And women also wanting to be what they cannot be in another woman. Comparing, a lot of comparisons. And if I compare myself to you and I am not better than you, but I am in a position to keep you down, I will.
But men do those things. Men do those things all the time.
When I have the show about all men and their cattiness, I didn't know men work. I didn't know men. So men are catty. Andre?
How do you mean? But when I just told you, when we talk about bottom of the barrel and keeping people down and this sort of thing, right? So who's that referring to? Women?
Both not just women, but we just concentrating on the fact that there's a lot of cattiness amongst women, and again, like you hear some of the men saying that, and even the lady who called, she was talking about how she has more male friends, or she prefers her male friends, and a lot of women will tell you they prefer their male friends over their female friends.
You have calls. Black is right.
Black
there,
is
so
white.
Let's take the first one.
Good morning.
Hello.
Welcome to Unrestricted.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
All right. Women are also the enemies of men as well,
Mm-hmm.
You see, because you may say
So
women
that
was enemies, that we have that kind of linkage as well.
Mm-hmm.
But women are, you see, if a woman doesn't like a man, she'll do anything to mess up his relationship with any other woman, And some women are so silly, they take credence to other women's views of things as opposed to listen to their own man. And those kind of things, and he sees the distrust in him coming from her, and it gets him upset, and he loses confidence in her side and everything, and it causes problems. And if he's weak, he may want to lash out physically because it hurts him emotionally, but he has to be of good self-control. But a woman, when two women come together to plan evil, the devil just sit down and take notes, Goodbye.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Okay, have a good one. We have another call.
Good morning. Welcome to Unrestricted. Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, I was already speaking to Andrea. I think it was a mix-up.
Okay.
Hello?
There's a mix-up.
Yeah,
Right?
go ahead and call her with your contribution.
Yeah, no, I was saying that Andre, I was listening to Lotus on the age gap thing yesterday. And well, not yesterday, I happened to listen to it last night, and I was hearing her talking only about his, her, she, mom, and not hearing him, his, or daddy. And I feel like as if we were left out.
Okay, that's a different. You're talking about a different show.
Yeah, I know. I was just telling you that I was listening to that show. But on your contribution today, I have to agree with you that the jealousy of men and the jealousy of women is two different things. In a workplace, in a corporate place, you find that women are the worst enemies. You have a company where a woman is leading it, and there will be endless of fight down or infighting between the women. Women never like women to lead them. I will tell you that much. I have been around it. I have seen the experience. When women are in position, they never like other women to lead them. In a corporate world, you'll see a man is the CEO, and he'll tell those under him, let's go for a drink, let's go for. The woman, on the other hand, will call people from another company and say, let's have a girls' night out. They will never do it with the people that work with them. The infighting with women in a corporate world is far worse than men in the corporate world in the same business. So, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, my brother.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the contribution. You have another call.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Unrestricted. What's your take?
Good morning. Hello, good morning, Lotus.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, thanks for calling.
Okay. Well, women and men are two different types of animals. So I don't think it's fair to compare the woman's reaction or jealousy or envy to that of a man. I think men and women are just different. So I think at the end of the day, we're dealing with something called human nature. And I think it happens on both sides of the divide.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are men who will openly tell you, I will keep you down. You will never get that job. You will never do this. You will never do that. Women might do it in a different way, like Lotus saying, based on her research. Women might be a little more catty, like she says. But at the end of the day, it's the same result, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Your intention is to prevent somebody from moving up as opposed to helping them up and hoping that when they get up, maybe they can send a hand down and bring you up too.
Yes.
That's not in our nature. Our nature is to tear down instead of bringing up. And I think it's just human nature.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's any different for men and women. I think it's probably the same if the research is done the same way. I think we might
come up with the same thing.
We might come to the same conclusion. I think at the end of the day, it's just human nature. And
Okay.
it has to do with the jealousy and stuff. That's how I feel.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. That's an interesting twist.
Yes, it is. One of the things that came up as well is the struggles with communication and conflict resolution. When a person lacks the skills to address conflict directly, they may resort to passive-aggressive behaviors, and this can lead to a vicious cycle of hostility as the indirect aggressions compound over time. I find that there's a lack in the ability to communicate, Andre. And I think it's, for me, what I've seen, it's that way for both men and women, especially in the societal circles that I see. But I find women in particular, sometimes there's a barrier of communication because there's a barrier of jealousy before, or some dislike of some sort. So before you start talking to them, there's already a block, a barricade, a block, something that is up. Their defenses are up there, and for, like I said, the most trivial things, it could be that you're just more expressive, you just have more beautiful eyes, the men are giving you more attention, you walk into a room and everybody's jaw drops to the ground. It could be for the simplest things, and these things turn out not to be so simple. And for me, like I said, I have great relationships with women, and I have really good relationships with men as well. But I, from my experience, I have had a better experience in the corporate world with men. And maybe it's because with men, again, men tend to like to see women. Men like women, so you find, again, that block you probably get from a female, from my female counterpart. I will not get it from a male from the jump, so to speak.
You have another call.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Unrestricted. Welcome to the discussion.
Good morning, Lotus. Good morning.
Good morning
to you, sir.
Boy, I joined the conversation late, but I suspect you're talking about women and men managers.
Well, we're talking about women interactions with women and whether they are just catty and women don't support each other as well as men may be supporting women.
What I could say to you is that when I read the Bible, from the whole of Genesis, men against men, it started with, what's the man's name? Abraham had two sons, Ishmael and Isaac. One was put away, etc. Yet the Bible said when Abraham died, Isaac and Ishmael buried their father. Isaac had two sons, Jacob and his son Jacob. one thief, one birthright, etc. that logheads. But when Isaac died, the Bible says the brothers Isaac, Esau, and Jacob buried their father. Jacob had 12 sons. They tried to kill one. They sell him in slavery. When he died, the 12 boys came together and they buried their father. So therefore, I understand that when it comes to the common good, men could put away their differences and come together and look for the common good. I was most shocked, not a shock, I'm shocked, right? When my sister told me she was talking to a woman, and after some funeral, 6 years after, I said, oh, yeah, you're talking to the lady. She said, but since primary school, they're not talking. She can't remember why. And I said to her, what? I fight with all my friends by talking to all of them. I can't remember why we fight. I fight with all my friends, but we're talking. You understand? So that is something that I could not have fathomed, that I would fight, boys fight, and to move on. Even in a gang, because we all have gangs, we have our friends, two guys that had loggerheads, they still together in the same gang, etc. But I have found in my experience that when women vex the few, they want everybody to be vexed the few. You understand me? The few women who have made it to the top, like Golda Meir, Margaret Thatcher, just observe them. They with company of men. They're not into liquor women, etc. This thing about you must vex if you don't talk to that one because that one not talking to me. And Lotus, I don't know if you ever read that book, but I've mentioned it to Andrew before. It's a book written by a German doctor called Esther Villa, called The Manipulated Man. And, in that book, Esther Villa says, women do not do things for men. Women are competing against each other. Even how they dress that they're looking better than the other woman, not man. Men will have one suit and they wear it all the time. They don't care about that. They have one little box of stuff, they wear it. But women are always watching what the other one has. It's a competition. So the last caller was talking about managers. I never thought of what he said. As he said, so I began reflecting on it. Okay? Whereas men will line with the boys, etc. Now, women who start liming the boys, who start playing dominoes, they stay the boys, right? But one day like this, right, they are not with the others. And I was telling, when he said that, I reflected right away, right? And that's my take on it.
Okay.
That is not that women are the worst enemies, because today, you'll hear in the CSA, because she's a sister, women want women on top. But once they are there, they compete with each other. They're not competing with men. Women don't compete with men. They
compete against
show
each other
that they're on top, who is the boss. You understand me?
Okay.
And that is what I think.
Okay.
That's my 2 cents.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Thank you very much. So Lotus, just address me for me, please, because I think that one is important.
Okay.
Okay. Because I notice that when women's friends are hurting, okay, they tend to gather
Band
around,
together, yeah.
and they band around and console and show empathy and this sort of thing. They tend to do that. So, from what we're hearing there today, is that a show or something? What's going on there?
No, I don't think it's a show. I think women, like we say, it's not everybody, and we're also talking about the particular relationship. When I am going through something, if somebody is your friend, it's based on the fact, on the definition of friendship. If you have friends and something is happening, women do come together and support each other.
But it could be hypocritical based on what we're hearing today. Most of what we're hearing is that women are just combative, competitive, and that's what we're hearing.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
No, but that's not what they're saying.
But it happens
Say
a lot.
women.
It happens a lot, Andre. What we're saying is that a lot of times women are threatened by each other.
How do we gauge it to say it happens a lot, as if it just happens among women folk?
Well, it's the
and doesn't
experience
happen
of women.
around men. When men are hurting, you know what men do? They laugh.
Which is sad.
They laugh at you.
Because they should express their
So this whole thing about empathy and showing, crying with you, that's a whole show?
No, women do cry with each other and they do mean it. I just think when you look at the broader spectrum, what we're saying is that there's a lot of competition amongst women. And so the women sometimes feel threatened by each other for the simplest reasons.
Okay, so tell me what happens at girls' night out? What happens there?
Well, again,
competition.
Yes. Sometimes you come in, and the thing about it, sometimes you have friends and you don't know you're in a competition with them. That's the thing about it. Sometimes they are competing against you, but you are not part of the competition. You see what I'm saying? The basis of it is also insecurities. When we looked at the research, a lot of insecurities, a lot of projecting personal feelings. So if women are anxious, sometimes again, the way they were brought up, the way they were cultured, there's that cattiness. I want to get what she has, or what she has. Why can't I have it?
But aren't these supposedly friends who are out together? Girls' night out.
Yeah, but not everybody are friends, and you have different scales of friendships. So I might have 6 girls out, and the relationship I have with each of them is different on a Richter scale.
Yeah, but friends.
Yes,
friends.
we are friends. However, you might find one friend in there doesn't like the other friend, or she's jealous of the other friend.
So wouldn't you have known that before?
Sometimes you don't know, Andre. Sometimes you know, but sometimes you don't.
But you have these friendships that last for years.
There are friendships for years. People are jealous of each other, and they don't say anything to their friends.
But we're talking about women
too. Women too, Andre. You can hold on to a friendship, and for the longest while, the person is jealous, or the person keeps saying things to you, and you keep brushing it under the carpet. Some of us, we yearn for friendships, and we don't want to let the friendships go, right?
Well, clearly, there's some friendships that are just toxic. We know that.
But that's what I'm saying,
in fact,
Andre.
You've had a previous topic on that. I remember that very, very well.
But that's what I'm saying. Okay? You could have a friend, and that person could be jealous of you for a long time.
Lotus, that happens among men as well. So why are we singling out women?
No, Andre. What I'm saying, the discussion today is about women. Would you stay with me? This is the topic. So I'm not saying that it only happens and that men, when I have the topic about men and how they interact undercover or they interact in the underworld, you will explain to me what your experiences are. What I'm saying is that women will tell you their experiences are that they don't get supported by women as opposed to their male counterparts in many different spheres of their lives. And that's what we're talking about.
When you say get supported, try to
meaning
help
that,
me to understand.
If you're in the corporate world, you will hear a woman say she's better supported by her male counterparts more than her female counterparts, because she would go through the experience of the jealousy. Maybe the woman doesn't want her to advance. A woman does not give you the tools to push you further. That doesn't mean that it happens all the time, because I've seen female managers do very well for other females, and and be great leaders. But what some women are saying in the discussion is that you find a lot of women would fight them down, or a lot of women would prevent them from going forward. And so that's the discussion. Why the factors that may hinder women from coming together in a more succinct, in a more natural and a stronger way, without being, without having all these little quirks against each other. Do I have a call?
No. It's time to wrap up.
Okay. So, anyway, I was really hoping that more women would have called, Andre, because I want to.
They probably feel intimidated by what's going on there.
Why? No.
But you were there helping the men.
I'm not helping the men. I am just saying that the discussion amongst women. I would have liked women to call and let me know their feelings about these things, because it's not just me bringing up the discussion. The discussion is there. These are things you hear all the time. But anyway, as we go further, Unrestricted sometimes can be an intimidating show. I am thankful for the men for calling and the one lady who called. But hopefully communication and just talking about things will have us have better relationships with each other.
Thank you, Lotus, as always. Another exciting topic. Until next time, till next week, Wednesday.
Next week, Wednesday, yes.
Thanks a lot for your service, Lotus.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Okay, you've been listening to and viewing Unrestricted with Lotus every Wednesday on Rev-Up St. Lucia from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Now, stand by for a repeat of the public service announcement given by Mr. Elwin St. Rose. He's the independent candidate for ancillary canneries, and this will be part 2 of his public service announcement on leadership. So here is Mr. Elwin St. Rose.
My fellow St. Lucians and my brothers and sisters in ancillary canneries, today I wish to speak to you on the topic of leadership. As we look forward to the upcoming elections, there is a quality that we must all look for in our candidates